Hello, hello. Melissa Zoske here, your wealth and energy alignment business mentor. And today we're going to talk all about the third eye chakra, which is like right in this area. And this is one of my favorite chakras. I always say that. But it's really one of my favorite ones because it's all around visualization, being able to see yourself in that place of what you want to manifest already. You know, visualization is so important, right? We got to be able to see it, right, in order to create it. And, you know, I always talk about things going from the unseen to the seen, but we need to be able to see it before we can actually create it. And it's a really beautiful thing. It's wonderful. So the third eye chakra is all about your intuition and foresight. So this is all about you being able to capture the intuitive hits that happen. You know, yesterday we talked about the solar plexus, and or actually yesterday was about the throat chakra. But we talked about being able to speak your truth. And before that, we talked about the solar plexus, which is all about intuition and that gut feeling. And the third eye chakra kind of plays into that with that being able to feel through visualization. So a lot of times when I'm working with my clients, for the most part, we're reaching for early memories. But even before the memory or the belief, there's an emotion tied to that, right? But usually you'll get some kind of visual of what's happened or how you're feeling. It's a visualization. So you have an emotion, and usually a memory comes forward with that, and you're able to see it. So when you see something, and this is huge with manifestation, guys, when you see something, and like something that you want to create, right? You're trying to manifest something. You want to picture it with your mind's eye, with your third eye chakra. You want to visualize it. And as you're visualizing that end result of what you want to create, whether it's something material like a new dream home, or maybe it's you getting a higher education and you have that diploma in your hand, or maybe you want to win the lottery, whatever that is to you, you need to be able to see that in your mind's eye. And inside of that is being able to grab the emotion from that. And all this comes into play easier if you can actually have that intuition, the intuitive hits on what it is that you really want to bring to you and how you're going to get to that point, right? So the third eye chakra is a lot around opening up spiritually and opening yourself up to being able to see things more clearly. And intuition is tied to that so importantly because when we're closed off to that, we're not able to move into that next step of manifestation, which is the visualizing and being able to see yourself at that end result. You have to see it to believe it, right? So always, first you have to see yourself there, and then you believe it, and then it's there. It always goes from the unseen to the seen. So when you have a balanced third eye chakra, you are open to spiritually awakening. Right now in this time, so many things are happening that most of us, we're like, people are freaking out, but so many of us are seeing so many new things. We're being open to more personal growth. We are opening our hearts and our heads and our souls on all levels, body, mind, and spirit, to growing in this big picture, in this huge way. We're moving forward. We're having this huge movement. And with that, that third eye and that intuition and knowing what's right and wrong, that comes into play so that we can see more clearly where we need to go next. So balanced third eye, that's good intuition. That's listening to your gut or solar plexus. That's listening to the signs and signals of what you need to be doing and being able to see it clearly. I love that. The next thing with a balanced chakra is being able to go after your goals. You're not scared. You're going to go after those goals so you see them first. Remember, we talked about you have to see it before you can actually work toward it. So you see it first through that visualization in your mind's eye. You can feel it. You feel as if you've already have it. You've already reached that goal. And on some plane, guys, you already have. If you've thought the thought, it's already been created in some timeline. All right? So it's already there. So once you see it, and once you feel it, and even seeing it in your mind's eye, it's already there on some level, even if it's not physically in front of you. If you think it, it's already there on some level. So once you start taking those steps toward it, you can manifest it on the physical level, all right? So daring to take those steps toward achieving your goals, taking the inspired action steps that you get from all the signals, from all your chakras, and follow that guidance will help you reach your goals, all right? And that's the balanced third eye chakra. It's all part of it. I mean, all of these are connected in some way or another, and you want all your chakras balanced and spinning in the right direction and vibrantly colored in order for you to reach your goals. But these are just kind of breaking it down into the specifics to why each one of these chakras are important to you. So an inactive third eye chakra, it means you basically depend on your authority rather than your instincts. And instinct and intuition kind of intermingle there. So if you're always going with your logic or your ego or, what somebody else tells you is true, instead of going with your gut instinct, that means your third eye is blocked because you're not seeing it from your mind's eye and seeing that big picture. And that's something to keep in mind. Sometimes you have diluted thoughts. You just, I don't know, you're just like not seeing things from a good, healthy perspective or perception. You're seeing things not right. And that can be run by anger and emotions and things that have happened in your life, betrayal. Different things come up for all of us. We're human. We have fear. And that can make us like this fear-mongering and all the stuff going on. It creates fear, creates more fear, and creates more fear. And we have all these people in fear, and then we catch that energy of fear as well. So it's really a hard thing when our third eye chakra is not in balance, because that can really, multiply. And the other thing is when it's not in balance is you have a real hard time visualizing. Like, I can visualize a goal. I have a hard time visualizing like what a piece of furniture is going to look like in my house. But when I visualize a goal, I can do that so easily because I feel it first. Like, okay, to create this sustainable business for you coaches out there, maybe you have a goal of having, 10 new clients this month. How does that feel? And once you have that feeling of how it feels to have 10 new clients, you can visualize it easier. And then you pull it to you, it gets closer and closer to you all the time. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So visualizing, if it's weak, it's really hard to manifest what you want. A hyperactive third eye chakra is kind of like when you live in your own world. You don't really look at anything around you. You just kind of are off in your own space, blah, blah, blah. You don't, pay attention to the things going on around you. And that can really keep you blocked because we're all connected. And it's almost like that diluted thought. It's like you can't just avoid what's going on, right? You can't just put a blind eye out there, a blind eye out there. It's like that's when the third eye chakra is not out in balance. It's hyperactive in that way. So the other clue would be overthinking. Do you overthink? I was just talking to a friend earlier about loop thinking. And overthinking can be the same thing, where you kind of like overthink about a decision. I mean, it's good to make, put all the things on the table and really take a look at things before you take a leap. And especially me being in the human design, being a manifesting generator, supposed to give myself a few days to really take in all the information and then make a decision, and make it from that lower part, the lower chakras, and really feel it before I move forward. And for manifesting generators, that's important, but I'm not overthinking. I'm just putting the information down and then processing it. Overthinking would be like going through everything over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Or loop thinking. You just can't help yourself. You keep thinking about it, keep talking about it, you're like freaking out about it a little bit, and it drives everybody else crazy too. So that's overthinking. Of course, you can go to the extreme, and even hallucinations can come into play. So we won't even go there, because I know that most of you are healthy and you're in there. You're just like trying to make sure that you're staying balanced and aligned. So with your money chakra, when it's inactive, it might be hard for you to visualize yourself with money. I had a friend that's trying to move into a really nice home. And she had said, I have a really hard time seeing myself within such a nice home. And I'm like, don't do that. Work on seeing yourself there, happy, comfortable, taking your cup of coffee out and relaxing on your porch. Work on seeing yourself that way, because if you say that and you feel that way, you'll push it away. And we want the closing to happen. We want her to be able to buy this home and move in, but she just doesn't feel like she can see herself there because she's never been there before. So visualizing is super important with that. And that's really hard for people when that third eye chakra is not in balance. Remember, guys, the visualization is super important here, okay? So what I do is I like to just sit and visualize. And a lot of times I'll just grab a picture and then I'll grab the emotion from it. If I'm in that house, how am I going to feel? If I'm driving that car, how am I going to feel? If I'm in that relationship, how do I feel? And you're feeling this way, and all of a sudden you kind of feel that picture filling in front of your mind's eye. And it becomes easier and easier all the time. And remember, you have to be able to, it goes from the unseen to the seen. So that visualization, that form of inner seeing, is how it's going to bring to you the physical manifestation of whatever you're trying to bring to you, whether it's money, love, your business, your soulmate clients, whatever that is. And it's a beautiful process. So it's also, the journey of that's fun too, because you're able to actually start to get really excited about what you're bringing in. And that excitement really gets you rolling. Hey, Jenny, nice to see you here. I'm so glad that you're on here. So an active chakra would be obviously being able to see yourself with money. Maybe you already have money and you spend it wisely. That's a really active. Instead of just going out there and spending out of habit or not even enjoying, you're just buying stuff to buy. Don't buy stuff to buy. I once went shopping with a friend and she was like, had me trying on this top and she was like, you need to get it. It's only $7 or something really cheap. And I said, but I don't love it. She goes, it doesn't matter. It's only $7. I'm like, if I wouldn't pay full price for it, why would I pay $7 for it just because it's cheap? I'll never wear it anyway. So it's like, but she would go and spend it just because it was only that much. That is not spending wisely. I always look at, when I buy something, do I love it? Is this going to bring some kind of value? Either it's going to be functional, it's going to be beautiful, it's going to bring some kind of value to me in some way. And I'm not going to buy it just because it's cheap or just because I'm in the mood to spend. Not going to do it. Retail therapy or whatever. I'm not going to do it unless it's really something important to me that's quality and it's going to add to my life. Otherwise, it's just cluttering up my life. That is spending wisely. When you're investing in things, not just throwing money out here and there, but really looking at it. Is this really a good investment? That is spending wisely with money. So that's the way to know if your third eye is actually working for you in the form of making money or attracting money into your life. So a good exercise would be to, just like I said, visualize yourself in that goal with money. How would you spend it? Who would you help? Who would you be helping? Who are you going to be how are you going to be putting your efforts out there? Are you going to donate some time? Maybe you donate time and money to some fundraiser that's really important to you. It has a really strong pull to your heart. That's the way you know that you're aligned with that money chakra with the third eye. I mean, it's a money chakra. All the chakras are money chakras, but with your third eye, it's aligned. And it's a beautiful thing, guys. We want that aligned, trust me. So some of the things you can do with the third eye is to be able to express yourself. So working on expressing yourself, how you feel, how you see things, what your perception is of things in a loving way. Just like yesterday we were talking about speaking your truth. This is about seeing your truth and being able to express it naturally and in a loving way. One of the biggest things that I do is meditation, and I love doing the healing codes, and I have a free download of that on my website, melissazoske.com//resources. And on there's a free download on how to use a healing code. And what I do with that, why I like it more than meditation, and meditation's beautiful. If you guys want to do that, that's great. But this is easier because what you're doing is you're focusing on that thing that you want to create. You're focusing on the emotion around that thing. So the visualizing is really important with this type of work. you're using the hand positions around your head, and you are focusing on that memory or that picture that you want to create and the feelings that go with it. So you're seeing yourself with 10 new clients. You're seeing yourself with your income increasing, how happy you are, what you're able to do, whether you're able to donate 10% back to a fundraiser that you want to donate to or some cause. You see yourself doing that, and you're excited about that. And then when you're doing the hand positions, it amplifies it by, I always say 100%, 100%. Probably 10%, it's upping it 10 times. So you're 10 timesing what meditation can do by doing that. The other thing is the third eye is kind of that deep purple color. So I would say eating purple colored fruits or vegetables. So that could be eggplant. I guess that would be in the color. Some of them are kind of more purple. Grapes, purple grapes, wearing purple clothes, flowers, anything around you that you can add more of that to. I don't have a candle here. I've got yellow, but I mean just anything that you have around you that will accentuate and make you draw your eyes to that helps. Purple underwear, that helps, whatever you're wearing. So that will help you with all that. And of course, just making sure that you're grounded in all ways, going out, planting your bare feet on the grass, making sure you're grounded, taking some deep breaths, visualizing what you want to create. And that'll make it so much easier for you to draw that into your life. You guys, all these chakras are really important when it comes to creating the balance you want. And when it comes to creating a sustainable income and attracting more money and attracting ideal clients in whatever form, it all plays a part. So that's why I've been talking about the different chakras and what they do to help you. And I do have a new program that's coming out. Probably I'll post the link either in the comments today or tomorrow and give you guys access to check it out. But it gives you some tools to easily start to understand how these energy centers help you attract more of the money and income that you want in your life. And if you're feeling like, oh, money is not spiritual, then that's one of the chakras you're going to be working on too, because it's all related. Money is just neutral. It's not good or bad. It's just a tool. And so I created the program around the chakras to help you with that. I want you to be able to align those easily and quickly and learn how you can just do these simple methods daily to help you feel like you are attracting more of that type of energy into your life. Remember, what you put out, you get back. So if you're visualizing and feeling that you're creating more of this balance and more of these things that you want to manifest in goals, income goals, sustainable income, maybe you're visualizing yourself doing a job that you are loving and creating that income that you want. It's really hard to do that if you're not in balance, but if you do that in balance and you're sending that out to the universe, it will send back to you that like vibration. And I love it because I see miracles happen all the time. I'll do a simple practice and all of a sudden I'll have somebody contacts me I've never heard of. They're not even on any of my email lists. I'll get an email saying, hey, I'd like to set up an appointment to talk to you about coaching. And I'm like, wow, I just did that simple alignment and look what happened. And so, of course I'm getting out here, but it's somebody that's not even looked at any of my lives either. So there are no accidents, guys. Your alignment is important. And I want you to just step it up, step out, and start calling in what you deserve, which is sustainable income, balance, relationships that are loving, wealth in all areas of your life. Okay? Health, vibrant health, beautiful family, all of it. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. And if you have any questions about this new program, reach out to me. I think it would really benefit you. I know that you are ripe for this, and I can't wait for you to try it out. All right, guys, take care. Bye.